domain. A Nemo got you blown away. Got the waifu in the kitchen, cooking with my old flame. Hotter than a pyro, dripping like it's hydro. Icier than cryo. I'm Geo when it's time to go.
Yo, what is going on, Demon Clan? It is your boy Demon King Reacts, and I'm back today with another video for all of you guys. Today we are reacting to Genshin Impact Teyvat interlude teaser, The God's Limit. Now, I seen a little bit of this last night, and I was like, oh yeah, I most definitely have to react to this and give my thoughts, comments, and opinions on what I think this is going to be foreshadowing to. So without further ado, let's dive into it, and then we're going to dissect this, once we get done watching it, and then I'm going to drop my theories. So if you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to join the Demon Clan of Teyvat. And without further ado, let's get on with our video, shall we? Ooh, we got a different art style, nice. Okay, we got students.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent. Death abides no reason,
Run over.
for it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no
The
reason,
shade of time.
for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
Hey. Whoa, what's happening? Possession?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
That tree looks familiar. What just happened? Oh, Renova is a baddie.
No, this looks more like Rhine-daughter's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
You should have crushed that soul.
You seem to wield my power as if it were
Oh, it's
nothing
gold.
but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency,
It's gold.
I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rhine-daughter, you have my respect, Nibirius.
Nibirius
Your
and
nagging
Rhine-daughter.
is one of
They're
the only things that can get under my skin.
so she doesn't have full
And you,
control.
Istaroth? Why did you bestow history upon them?
Istaroth?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well, perhaps you could
She
share
can
your
undo the
input a little
withering?
earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
These meetings are
are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the Heavenly Principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Oh, I got chills.
I remember those eyes. It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
I'm getting chills. What? We actually got to see Karia?
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
Oh.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the Heavenly Principles.
The Heavenly Principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either. My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way. It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened.
What?
Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives will be lost, a nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold, even the gods have their limits.
Okay, I got literally goosebumps. Okay, let's dissect this. So I'm pretty sure they're okay. This gods have their limits. That's the whole premise of this. But look at this Conrian architecture here. We could kind of get a glimpse. Let me see if I can get as much of Conria as I can. Okay, here. This will go away. So interesting, but it looks like Nakurai is setting up to be probably a Conria 2.0. If this is what they're insinuating, because they're only shades and they can only intervene within the rules, but we don't know what these rules are. And Albedo's mom, I mean, wow, and I don't know what to say, because I'm still kind of caught off guard at the simple fact of that she hasn't fully merged with Nibiru. Nibiris, I think that's her name, Nibiris. I'm sorry, I'm just over here. Wow. This, and then Isaroth is the shade of time. Nibiris and Rhine-Daughter are the shades of life, and Renova is the shade of death. So the only one who isn't there is, so Asmodee is the shade of space, and I believe the strongest shade, because they said they were made shades, but I kind of assumed already that they weren't like the heavenly principles, wasn't just one being. But this is pretty interesting here. Better than being devoured. What is devouring? Is this like a metaphorical term, or just a literal term, or is it both? Because what is she meaning? What is the context behind this? Could they mean like being merged back into one being, or destroyed entirely? See, like I said, I'm thinking Nutcry is probably going to be the center stage of a Connery 2.0, but the only difference is between the might be our chance to change fate. But this is huge. Why would they drop? They dropped this last night, and like this is a crazy way, and I kind of figured, and this kind of confirms what I was asking, because the other night I was asking if Isaroth, the Shade of Time, and Nibiru, like, do they have to like get certain permission from each other to do certain things? Because she looks like Isaroth can undo like, okay, let's say like you're really old, so that she can reverse time and make you really young. So this is kind of showing off her power right here.
Well, perhaps you could share your...
So I think that's pretty interesting. So they don't need, it seems like they don't need authority from each other to like overstep their boundaries, but it seems like whenever there is something that's going on, they can like I just said, overstep their boundaries with each other and do what they, because they're shades, they're literally forces of nature just brought to life. So I think that was pretty cool. But this is just a lot, you know. My brain is just thinking overdrive right now, because it's just like Asmodee made them shades, they've never missed a meeting, but she's not there. And then
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
hold on,
By whom? Whose gaze?
It's an interesting idea.
what is that? That's another thing. Is this like time, or this creation? And then the switching sides, like I kind of figured that the gods weren't inherently, or the heavenly principles, or whatever you want to call them, weren't inherently evil. I just felt like they were doing their job, because, well, that's why I kind of suspected that Conria were doing something, were worshiping moons or something that they weren't supposed to be doing, and that's why they got destroyed, because they broke some inherent rules that we have yet to learn about. So, but now it seems like this asthma. Who switched sides? Let me make sure I'm saying that right.
Not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides. You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles.
Wait, never mind, I'm tripping. The heavenly principles is another whole being that we have yet to see. Because I think they said that the Heavenly Principles are still
It's
asleep.
unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
And then Ronova, if you guys played the last event with Hexen Circle,
She loves her new
the
master.
permission thing that you get from the little card that shows you passed the trial is literally Ronova's eyes. It's literally her. I have to post a picture in the video once I edit it. But where is it? Like, who was the one that didn't show up? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything correctly.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides?
So yeah, so the Heavenly Principles is
Anyway,
a separate being altogether. But this is even crazier, that the fact that Nibirius...
Amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
So this is kind of like, look, it's like Farina. It's going to be another Farina incident where two beings are sharing the same body, but I guess Ryandarter has gotten full control, but Nibirius can still interfere with certain things that Ryandarter can do. Is what it's seeming like. Because she said she lost all agency, so, but how did Ryandarter even get to Nibirius? Like, how does that even? I want to know how that happened.
Approval. My dear Ryandarter, you have my respect, Nibirius.
Okay, Nibirius is the one in black, or Nibirius is the one in white, and Ryandarter is the one in black. But they took on, I guess, because Ryandarter devoured Nibirius's heart. They became one, so she took on the appearance. So this is what Ryandarter looked like before. So this is just another Farina Focalors incident. But what is going on in Nodkarai?
By the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
Wait, they said the ruler of space, because I remember the lady said the ruler of space separated the travelers. Yeah, the ruler of space separated. So Asmodee separated. So who? And then the only 3 that showed up was time, life, and death. So this must have been before. So at the time, whenever we got stopped, they were all on the same space, all on the same page. But something changed between now and then. So, and then we have granted the permission of something. Somebody gave us something. You seen them playing amusement? Yeah. Space. So Asmodee has not been doing what she's been created to do. And Ronova it seems like this is going to be another Connery at 2.0, if not Karai. If they're trying to, like I say, if they're trying to create a new god and the Heavenly Principles of yeah, Asmodee didn't say she was the Heavenly Principle. She said she was the sustainer of Heavenly Principles. And it's crazy to me that I kind of figured that Raiden Shogun was worshipping Ronova to probably get her sister back, her sister's soul back. So I'm literally I think what's going on, what's in the future, we're gonna see probably the past Archons get revived and probably be used as like puppets, so kind of like how if y'all have seen Naruto with the reanimation jutsu, it's probably going to be that same tread on the same path. We're going to have to just seal away and or defeat the previous Archons. in order to stop something, a greater threat, which is probably going to be like the shade, the heavenly principle, or we might see the primordial one get revived if they all, because the primordial one is all 4 shades combined into one. So damn, the primordial one might be a baddie, bro. Because they, let me say, yeah, you see the, and it's a key, it's a square. So the what we have, life, time, death, and space. The 4 elements. This must be the universe of Tevat. The life one. This has to be like the live stream. So because you need these 4 components in order to create a sustainable universe or anything that you have to have a lot. These are like the 4 pillars of creation right here. Time can't exist without space, and you can't have a death without life, unless one of these grants you some kind of permission to defy, give you that authority. So if you weren't immortality, I'm sure you would have to get blessed by is it Isaroth? You have to get blessed by Isaroth. If you become immortal, Renova would curse you, and we don't know what, I don't know what, because these 2 kind of go hand in hand. Like everything goes hand in hand with each other. Oh my days. So this is there's 2. So multiverse theory is at play. Does this confirm my multiverse theory too? Because I figured that one time, okay, Lumine. Because here's what I think happened when we got separated at the beginning. That's why she said that. Why Kirsten said that. Okay, let me go back. Let me go to the. I'm going to show Corey's face. I don't know why his face appeared. She said we got violently split. Okay, look. Check this.
Travelers, and mercilessly tore them apart.
Wait, that was the one. That was the one I wanted to see. I want to mute. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get this.
The ruler of space stopped the golden hair.
They were traveling through the universe,
and mercilessly.
And this right here is when the split happened. She separated. She not only tore us apart physically, but she put us in 2 separate spaces. So when Lumine fell back to Tevat, she fell back into a Tevat where the cataclysm happened. But in our timeline, and the timeline that we're venturing on, it hasn't taken place yet. And I think this is what they were referring to. It's time for us to get involved.
Whose gaze could pierce this far?
But and I think that other people from other timelines has say homeboy right here, I forgot his name. He probably slipped over from because Rundaughter, they know each other, so I think he might have got pulled over into this timeline to try and stop another cataclysm from happening. Because I've always figured that the Fatui aren't I mean, there are some loony ones, don't get me wrong, and I think Nakarai might have a Fatui civil war, because a lot of people will be like, okay, this isn't what I signed up for, but everything at the end of the day, the Fatui members don't like each other. Everybody has their own agenda. Man, this is wild. But yeah, I think Nakarai might be our we might get to see our Conria, because Victoria is trying to, once again, and they keep pushing their bound. They keep trying to push their luck with making new gods or something. And I think this might be a case of where we might see this full blown in action. It's just so scary to think about that this. Because I'm pretty sure this is probably all jumbled up timelines. Because it's like, okay, let's say this is like 500 years in the past. This is like somewhere in between. But I'm trying to find that line, because somebody granted us some type of destiny or something like that. It's probably going to be this. So let's see.
And you, Istaroth?
So Istaroth.
Why did you bestow history upon them?
So Istaroth blessed us with history. Or is she talking about just humans in general? because there's a phrase you have to know where you come from in order to know where you're going. So I think this is kind of that playing into coming into play as well. But what else? Am I missing anything? Not Cry being Conria 2.0. The Heavenly Principles haven't awakened yet. Let's see. Yeah, because it's like, it seems like Issaros is just, not Issaros, but Asmodee is just doing things. So I think Asmodee might be working in conjunction with someone else to get something back. And I think Paimon might be that something. I think Paimon and Asmodee are twins, just like how the twins, the Travelers are twins, separated. Because let's say if my multiverse theory is correct, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this real quick. Yeah. Let's say in one timeline, Paimon died, and let's say in this other timeline, Paimon is alive. So I think Issaros might be, and then they cross right here. So there are places in the world where they intersect, and you can probably, and this is where I feel like the power of the abyss comes into play. You can bounce between the two timelines, if you wield that power. So this is why I say that's why that door, if that door is that's under Sumeru, if you guys don't know, there's a door in Sumeru. You do a quest called I think it's Karandarva of Good and Evil. And once you complete that quest, and I showed it in one of my previous videos, you are able to go see the sealed door that is supposedly the door to Conria. That's been theorized, to be the door to Conria. Because it's underground, it's near Sumeru, and it's just there. It hasn't been opened yet, and I think it's just been there since, like, what, 1.3.0? And there's no quest around it. And you don't even go to it. You just find it by wandering. So I think that's what that is. So let's say if they do get involved, we're going to see probably Conria 2.0. But the only thing is like, we're there. As Descenders, we defy fate, so we can probably change Nakarat's fate. And then we're going to be working with the Fatui Harbingers to a certain extent. Like, we might work with Child, what's her name? Arlecchino. Probably gonna stay away from Dottore because he's probably one of the lost causes. We don't know nothing about Columbina. We don't know have yet about her whereabouts, and we don't know about there's more. Oh crap! And then we don't know about Sandron.
Even the gods have their limits.
What did I miss?
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
Why is Columbina? What are we doing, man? What is happening? So Columbina is she? And here's the thing. We keep seeing this angelic symbolism. I think Columbina might be a fallen angel too. Like, there's no way I can look at these design choices and say, because I think Renova is an angel of death as well, the representation of the angel of death, because of her wings, or yeah, you could say these are wings, classified as wings. So we're gonna be on a mission to either get to Columbina first, because it seems Columbina alliances probably just don't. She doesn't have a set master, so it seems like she can probably be persuaded in a way to go onto our side. But we don't. What is she? She's like number 2 in the Fatui Harbingers, or number 3? I can't remember, because I know Arlecchino is 4. Give me 1 second, guys. What was Oh, she's third. Okay, she's a third. Okay, okay. But yeah, so this is going to be a crazy patch come September. Or when is Not Cry due to release? September. September 10th. Okay, yeah, so I figured. So yeah, it seems like they're probably revving up with everything, and everything is probably ready to go. And I'm pretty sure everybody's excited to release this patch. And this is number 3 on trending. Oh man, it has to be because this is huge. I mean, you drop this at the late at night and didn't expect people like me to go through it and put my tidbits on it. And then Natland, there's a lot going on with Natland too because if you guys look at Natland, Natland is like the oldest civilization because that's where the abyss was kind of spread to second. And then with the moon drama, we have the moon under the volcano, the piece of the moon near the stadium, and then the shattered moon above the sky in that land. So two moon, like I said, two moons are dead. Our two moon sisters are dead, and this is why I also figured, and one is still alive, and this might Columbina might be looking for this moon. It's because the Frost Moon Scions might be trying to protect this moon sister. And Columbina could be this part where Columbina is looking for the moon sister because she could be in with the Frost Moon Scions. So that's where Columbina. But I guess they're telling Columbina went on her own, but bit off more than she could chew. Oh man, this is gonna be a crazy patch, and I'm all here for it. What are your guys' thoughts, comments, and opinions below? I don't want to prattle on too long. If you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And once I edit this video, I'll obviously draw more comparisons, like with the whole. I'm gonna go ahead and add this in now. That way I don't. But if you guys don't know, let's see, where is Ryan daughter or Nabirs? Because one of their eyes could simulate. Let me see if I can get that close line. Yeah, here it is. What? The frame is wrong. Hello? I can't get it. Why can't I get it? Hello?
She loves her new master more than her own self.
There we go. This is on Nahida's like chest plate. This is the symbol right here. So this is time, and this is so this is Nibir's eye, and this is Ryan daughter's eye. So this represents how they both have control of the creation. But like I say, they really don't. Gold only has a limited use on Ryan Nibir's power. So this is gonna be interesting to see, and it seems like the ruler of space is watching us closely. Too. From the little spoiler I got from that last quest that I haven't done yet. I'm just waiting to do it, and we'll do it with you guys. So like I said, if you guys have any comments, thoughts, and opinions, drop them down in the comments below. If I missed anything, which I'm pretty sure I haven't, like I say, okay, my baseline theories right now is, oh, whoops, my bad. My baseline theories are Nakara is going to be a potential Conrad 2.0 because I knew it was going to happen eventually. There are 2 timelines, and this is kind of confirming right here with this spiral up because this is what's a creed, like this is the universe. This is the universe depicted by the spiral. Let's say this is the sun or something like that, and this is like time flow, or this could be the representation of flowing time. Which way is this flowing?
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, see, it's kind of, yeah, it's intertwining. So I think this is just 2 separate timelines being represented by here, and I think that our big sibling is watching our timeline and watching us to see how we save the world, because I think in their world, in her world, she failed to save it, and something dire happened. Not only did the cataclysm happen, but I think the Abyss overtook, like, not the Abyss Order, but the actual Abyss with the monsters have taken order over, and I think that the Abyss Order is trying to reverse those incidents, and this is why. But at the same time, too, Lumine doesn't like the gods. So, but I think if Lumine ends up meeting the Cryo Archon, I think they might end up joining forces, and then we're gonna have to choose. To, I don't know what choice we're gonna be choosing between, but it's gonna have to be choosing between saving Teyvat, or let's say for a third option we merge the timelines, and everything that happened in the other timeline kind of, it's going to be a 50-50 gamble, and then whatever that'll become one concise history. And I think this is why that's why history was given to whomever humanity or the travelers was given that authority over. This is my ordeal. But like I said, what are your thoughts, comments? What are y'all thoughts and comments? Y'all drop them in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Deuces. Oh, I don't have an outro yet, so y'all are gonna get the same outro that I've been using until I make a new one.